Hello my beautifuls, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. Have you felt the energy? The energy has been very, very strong lately. Very strong. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the cards for the Gateway Light Activation and the Starseed Oracle, because I feel the energies that's been going on for the collective has been very nostalgic is the word I've got. Nostalgic. It feels very reflecting back at the past, how we perceived it. And I'm picking up very much like it's like an old belief that you've been carrying with you. An old belief that you've been carrying with you is, it's become distorted, where you are starting to see the truth to it. So before I start, let's ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, to clear away any negative energy and to bring in love, light and protection for us all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I feel that it's like that wake-up call of seeing what you first perceived to be the truth, but it wasn't the truth. That's the energy I'm picking up. So let's start the reading with the Gateway Light Activation for the collective. For the collective, please. Okay. It's to do with the inner earth, the base chakra, strength, security and laying foundations. I'm going to read from the book. And underneath the deck is angelic frequencies. Angels are here. You are safe. You are safe. I think it says protect connection. Okay. So, inner earth. $97. I talked about inner earth, I think. I don't know if it was my last reading, I'm not quite sure. Okay. So the base chakra, also known as the root chakra, is found at the base of the spine and is energy center that governs the connection to the physical world and all of its lessons. This card transports us to the energetic gateway that connects us to the planet and everything that we have learned during our many lifetimes. We are being given a powerful opportunity to root down and claim our right to be on this planet. To claim the truth that ultimately we are safe in the image, there is a gateway below a giant tree. This realm is called the underworld. This is a spiritual realm visited by shamans, journeying to collect energies, meet guardian beings, and reclaim parts of our power, or the power of others, that have been left behind. Know that if you are searching for parts of yourself, you have the opportunity to find them and build subtle foundations. We have the right to feel grounded, safe and secure. Okay, the message is you are becoming fully aware of what you need in order to feel safe and fulfilled on the planet Earth. Know that it is part of your divine plan for you to be incarnated upon the planet now. And although at times you may have felt unstable or that you have lost your way, you have been building up momentum to be where you are today. You are in a space where you are to build powerful foundations, a space where you may lay out exactly what you are needed. You are need and who you are need to be, and what you need to do to flourish and grow. You have the opportunity to reclaim parts of yourself that you are buried deep within, and reclaim gifts that you've abandoned. If you are starting any projects or of thinking about taking up something that you have that you've had on hold, now is the perfect time. The seeds that you are planting are bringing root deep into the Mother Earth. You are out and you are supported. I just drifted off then because I thought about the dream that I had, and the dream was about the dream that I had, and I am part of the collective, and it's been very nostalgic energy that's been going on, and it feels as if how you first perceived something was not necessarily true. So the dream that I had personally was about the person that I claimed to be my second mom, because she was my best friend's mom, and there was something about her. I thought she was very in tune with life, and it didn't dawn on me until I had this dream that she was abused mentally, emotionally and physically. I actually witnessed it as well as a child, but I dismissed it. Now, my mom was never emotionally, mentally or physically abused. Now, what was really ironic with this whole dream, something I've never seen before, I think that because I've questioned many times why did I always get drawn to abusive people, abusive men who abused me on many levels. And being an empath, it's very easy to be drawn to abusive counterparts. And I never knew why, the real reason was. And it came to me in my dream last night that the person that I claimed to be my second mom was actually the one that was being abused. So I think that I was acting out the same energy with the same kind of masculine energy that was in her life. And I've never seen that before. And I'm sharing this because the energies that I'm picking up for the collective, it's been very, very strong, really strong energy, very nostalgic, very emotional, where it's a deep reflection on the past experiences. But my energy took me to a specific point of never seeing it before, where it now makes sense to why I got attracted to toxic males. And because I was quite in awe with this female mother. And so that's the question. If you've been going through that at all, then this reading is for you, okay? If you've been going through nostalgic moment of reflecting back at the past, and you've already done deep healing, I feel that there's something in your past that reflected your future. And this also represents very much of past, present and future energy. And that's why I've got my earrings of aliens, spaceship, UFOs. This represents when I first started my readings and I started talking about past, present and future. And I feel that's what's going on right now. Past, present and future. And it feels like this cosmic realization of who you are, and what you how you project or how you perceive the world, or how people perceive you. And I feel that you've been on a very, very long journey. You've been on a long journey. And people have misunderstood you. They've misread you. They've rejected their own inner shadow onto you. Because I did mention demons, and this is what I was picking up. It feels as if it's a spiritual war that we're in, and it's becoming very, very knowledgeable. It's becoming very you can see it more. You can see it more in people that you were close to, and people around you, where it's very demonic. And who has got attachment, who is for you and who is against you. And believe you me, there seems to be more people against you than for you. And that's the experience that you've had to endure on your journey. And people have perceived you in a certain way, which is not, it's not true. It's not true. But they've perceived you in a certain way because they wasn't able to see themselves. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. I do feel that your spirit guides, your ascendant masters, but also your family in spirit has been helping you, guiding you, supporting you on every single level that you've been on in your healing process. I feel that everything is connected, and you recognise the connections that you've gone through, you've recognised, you've seen. More shuffle. I'm getting the Starseed Oracle. Okay. 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 Double mission. You're a light worker, Starseed, to serve the world by being you. If you can hear a noise, that's my cat being sick. I had to put it on pause because my cat was being sick on the patio. Well, not being sick. It's those fur balls. Anyway, yeah, she's bringing those up because we're in the summer. We're coming into the summer, so she seems to be coughing them up more. Okay, so the first card that comes out is the double mission. The double mission is that you have been on a quest, something that's deep within your soul, that you know that you are aiming for something without knowing what it is that you're aiming for. You just know something without knowing what you know. That's the only way I can explain this. It's something that is deep within the root of your soul, that you are connecting in with people without knowing why you're connecting in with them. And it's like you are an observer. It feels like an observer of something. It feels as if the soul is observing something. It's like, yeah, that double mission. It's like you're there physically, but spiritually you are observing. You're observing what is actually going on in the energy, in the physical realm, but also the energy that's going on in the ethers. That's the energy. It's the energy in the physical and the energy in the ethers that you are picking up. And I feel that you've always been this way. You've always known. You've known but not know. You don't know, but you do know. That's the energy I'm picking up. It's like you know something, but you don't know. It's like something is hidden from you when you was a child. It's hidden from you, but you know it, but you don't know why you know it, and you don't even know what you know. I'll give an example for me. As a child, I would go into a field and I'd look at the sky, look at the clouds, and I'd visualise a stairway going all the way up to the clouds. And it would be a beautiful, vibrant garden with vibrant flowers, the deepest vibrant yellows, reds, greens, blues, whatever flower that you could possibly think of. I saw all the vibrant colours of each flower and the vibrant grass. And then I saw Jesus walking towards me. And he was walking towards me smiling. And I was standing there. And he was walking towards me. And he just put his hand on my shoulder. I must have been round about 10. I think about 10. And I don't know what that meant, but I know what I felt to it, but I didn't understand it. And that's the energy that I'm picking up from this. It's like a double mission. Physically, it feels like physically you are, it's like reenacting something out, but observing it differently. But while observing it differently, you are also collectively understanding the connection of what each is represented to you, but also what represented to themselves and the choices that they've made. It's like that. It's like stepping into a 5D, from a 3D to a 5D, from a child. It's looking at something, even not consciously being aware of it. You're looking at something, not consciously being aware of it, observing it, but not really observing it. It's not until you get a bit later on, like present now, that you are now reflecting back at certain points in a lethargic point of view, looking back at the past and seeing something that you already knew but not understand, but now you are understanding what it was about. Okay, so the next card is the Courageous Peony. And the Courageous Peony, let's read up on that one. Okay. Courageous, oh, the Courageous. number 50. Straight to it. Okay. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Okay. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show to the world around them. The peony doesn't just compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up of being seen. Time to show your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your own uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is ready itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it is safe to keep your light hidden, your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The courageous peony is here to remind you that it is safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and to let yourself be seen. At first it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think. But with each passing day, it does become easier. Little by little, you realise that it draws in those who are meant for you. An experience you've been longing for arrive at your feet. It's about trusting yourself. And like I said, it's understanding something but not fully understanding what it was, and seeing something without really understanding what it was that you saw. It's not until the present moment that you are reflecting back and you're seeing your past experiences where it's starting to make sense to where you are right now in your present. The courageous peony is about that. It's about recognizing that your qualities is yours. It belongs to you. That's unique to you. And that's what you contribute in the world today, in this present moment. And there are people around you or coming around you that is contributing some part that will represent something that belongs to you right now, but also it's the past that you saw that's made you what you are today. That's the only way I can describe this. It feels very authentic, original, without realising how authentic you are through the eyes of observing. Okay. We're going back to the root. Defensiveness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. This belongs to the root. This belongs to the base. This belongs to the base, which is inner earth. This is the overall energy. This belongs to the base. What I'm picking up from here, people have perceived you to be a certain way. They've projected their own insecurities. They've projected their own fears onto you because they don't understand you. Okay? There is something about you that how can I put this into words? How you perceive something when you was a child, you perceived it as an observer. Without being aware, you was observing it as well as experiencing it. God, how do I put all of this into words? So you're okay. So you're observing it. You was observing it. You was observing something that not necessarily your root, not necessarily your foundations, not necessarily your bloodline, not necessarily, yeah, that's what it is. Not necessarily your bloodline, okay? But you observed something that affected you, where you were acting out the same story that was not to do with your bloodline. What I'm picking up is something within you has started to see like this masculine demon-like energy, the demon-like energy, the inner child wounding of the masculine counterpart. Because the energy that I'm picking up a divine feminine. Okay, I'm gonna go for this right now. I'm gonna go for the divine feminine in a minute, because what I'm picking up, I pick up a divine feminines where you were quite influenced by a female, and this female possibly could be also your second mom or somebody that you was influenced by. And this female was abused in some way, and you ignored that, but you also took it on because you played the same part throughout your own relationships. And it's not until your present moment, nostalgically, you're looking back at it. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it feels as if you're seeing the root cause to your own dilemma that wasn't yours to begin with. It wasn't yours to begin with because it feels as if this demonic energy, took hold of your belief that wasn't originally your belief. It wasn't originally your calling, but it became your calling because you took on the energy to somebody else. You've took on the energy to somebody else's story that wasn't yours originally, and you acted out that story in a belief. And it feels as if the demon to that particular story that wasn't yours originally attached itself to your story that wasn't yours originally, but now it is become your future self. Your future self is now your present self, and you are reflecting back at it because you've learned a lot from it. Okay. You've learned a lot from it. And recognizing it wasn't yours to begin with, but you took it on as yours because you perceived it as an ideal person or an ideal relationship, but that relationship was toxic and it was abusive, manipulated, but you acted that out. I hope this is making sense. I pick up the energy and I pick up the energy. I'm picking up the energy and I'm not quite sure if I'm saying it right. Okay, so you are now lifting the veil to it, lifting the veil of the truth. The veil is thinning, and because the veil is thinning, you're starting to see the truth to it. You're starting to see the truth to the past of how you perceive something. And it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable to see it, to not see it. The veil is thinning. It's like it feels as if two worlds are colliding. It feels as if the past and the present are colliding, and it feels as if you are seeing this. You are seeing your past self, how you perceive something, how you acted out on what you perceived, the lesson you've learnt from it, but also the overall seer to it. Without knowing, you are overseeing it, looking from it from a different, higher perspective, because it feels like a 5D perspective. You were looking at something from a higher perspective. Your intuition was telling you without you even knowing your intuition was telling you. Oh. So lifting the veil, this is a cosmic shift. This is about seeing the truth, blending in past, present and future. It's the 3 again. It's to do with the 3 of the past you, the hero's journey of the past you, the present you and the future you. And it feels as if it feels as if this lifting of the veil, that you are starting to see the truth of who you are as a soul being, of your mission in this lifetime, what you were meant to do, not who you perceived who you were meant to be, because that was a lie. It was getting caught up with somebody else's trauma that became your trauma, that you projected out and you also manifested it in, because that's the way the demonic energies work. It connects in with your mind and it manifests to block out what you were meant to do, which was to question everything. That's what it says, lifting the veil. I'm going to read this one. Lifting the veil. I hope this is making sense. Okay. Lifting the veil, 86. Okay. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. It kind of clarifies with what I'm saying. Okay. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of the uncovering mistruths, so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet and will not survive. Okay. Sorry, the lighting's a bit bad. This goes for society and the world at large, as well as our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be vibrational match for who you are and how you've grown and how you've grown. To dismantle the system and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and the unseen worlds. To shine a light on things that are unauthentic or unaligned with the survival and the well-being of the earth. To stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't cognizant. They're here to bring society and humanity back into the harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't in line and cognate with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy task, but it is so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. So like I said, it feels as if, like I did, I took on somebody else's energy because I was in awe of believing that she was even better than my mum. Not knocking her whatsoever, but it was the choice that she made because it's the karmic within that marriage, but within that relationship, and it was toxic, it was abusive, and I took it on without realizing I was taking it on because I can't even reflect that back at all with my parents at all, because it did not at all reflect them. You know, my dad he didn't drink, he wasn't abusive, and but I took it on. I took it on as mine. And if you are reflecting on that with your past and recognizing that you have acted that same energy in your relationships, but you're at that point in your present moment of reflecting back, it feels like this deep healing, and it feels as if that I'm feeling sorry. I'm sorry with the bloodline. I'm feeling sorry for my own bloodline, or my what I'm meant to do in this lifetime. But it's been a long lesson of, it feels a delay of something, a delay of stopping you from being who you were meant to be. It's who you were born to be. It feels very, it's been very challenging on your path. It's been very, it's like, it feels very much like this generational kind of curse that's that you've acted out. But it wasn't what your soul was born to do, to act that out. Your soul was born to break the chain to it. It feels as if you've struggled with a lot of grief, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain in a belief that wasn't yours to hold on to. It feels as if It feels as if a burden became yours that wasn't yours to hold on to. It became very challenging, very difficult, very lonely, very isolating to be in this energy that you was in from the past up to the present. The present is different. The present is about lifting the veil to it and saying sorry to the ancestors, because you wasn't, it feels as if you wasn't really carrying the ancestral bloodline of what they have been fighting for through generation after generation, lifetime after lifetime. You took on another belief. You took on somebody else's belief that wasn't yours through a projection. This is very didn't expect this. This is very it feels like a diversion of something. You was being diverted being diverted off your path, and the diversion was very demon-like, kind of demonic kind of energy, where you were being led towards souls, broken souls, to break you. To challenge you. Even though it was to challenge you, it still made you, because you were born to do it anyway. But you could have had an easier path. That's the point. You could have had an easier path, and it could have started a lot younger, a lot sooner. If that makes sense, that makes sense. It could have happened a lot sooner. Your spiritual path could have happened a lot sooner if you didn't take on this perceived perception of an ideal, what you perceived as an ideal, maybe an ideal relationship, ideal person. But this ideal person, and it's a divine feminine that this is where I'm at with this, actually, because this divine feminine in this present moment took on more than what she should have took on, because divine feminines take on more than what they should take on, and it's only through that divine feminine that makes the divine masculine, or the counterpart, or heals the masculine to become the counterpart, to become the divine. Let's see what divine feminine is working with you right now. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. She's holding, it looks like the egg. I've talked about the egg, where everything, life itself, is within the egg. Everything. Let's read up on that. Mary Magdalene. Okay. Mary of Nazareth. Oh, hold on a minute. That's Mary Nazareth. Hold on. Let me go back. That's got to be right, actually. I can't see the number on it, but oh, got it. I got it. Okay. Okay. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene embodies the capacity that we all have to merge with the soul and to receive divine guidance through love that never ends. Mary was born in the 1st century in Mandala. What's that say? Israel? She was the first to witness the resuscitation, and for this reason is reversed in Christianity as the apostle of apostles. In the meaning of Mary Magdalene, don't need to read all that. In the classic, okay, Mary Magdalene is associated with the egg and the colour red because of the Eastern Orthodox legend. It says that she used an egg to teach the court of, is it Tiberius Caesar, about resurrection. Bloody hell, get your words out, Wendy. Caesar doubted her and responded that a person could no more rise from the dead than the egg in her hand that turns red. The egg turned red immediately. Legends relate that Mary then travelled to the south of France to escape the prosecution and to continue her mastery. It is believed that she lived the last 30 years of her life in the caves of Santa Brune. I think that was in France, wasn't it? There she met with Christ, with the love that inhabits the human heart, but that lives on beyond it. Mary Magdalene represents the fierce, unwavering love that we all have access to within our own vulnerable hearts. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels. I'm having a major hot flush right now. Okay. I don't know if it's my age or what, but when I'm feeling this energy, it really enhances my energy. Okay. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels, from the poorest to the most powerful. It's a love that sees the inerrant worth of all things. And it's a love that remains, even though the darkest times, even though deaths. Our love is the one that resuscitates. Can't even say that properly. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene relates that Jesus came to unite us, to demonstrate to us a true human being, what's that say? That says, meaning a person who is both fully human and fully divine. This is what Mary became, and it's why she was so beloved to Jesus. She didn't seek to follow him. She sought instead to become her true self. This really reminds me of very much of the divine masculine and feminine. And the divine feminine has to find herself first, has to heal herself. Mary Magdalene reminds us that we have the power to receive to receive visions from within. We are worthy of such proximity to the divine, because that's the other half of what we means to be truly human. She reminds us that there's a bridge between heaven and earth, and that we are the bridge. And she wants us to remember that the truest church that we can ever enter is in the heart. That is where our true power rests, and where love never ends. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. And it feels as if that past, present and future, it feels as if that present moment for the divine feminines of recognising who you truly are as a divine being. Taking on energy that wasn't yours to take on, but a lesson was still learned. You're still protected. You were still protected from that. It feels karmics in the past, because you projected and you took it on, and it wasn't yours to take on. But a lot was learnt from it anyway. You were still protected from it. And it helped you to also see those demonic entities that, I was going to say penetrate its energy through the masculine mindset. Because the feminine energy, the divine feminine, wasn't really, it wasn't, actually I don't even know what I said really. It wasn't valued. The energy was never valued, but it was only through the divine feminine who creates life. She creates life. Okay. So, what is needed right now for you? In your present moment, what is needed for you? Release the resentment loop. Okay. Resentment isn't power. It's prison. Sorry, it's poison. Stop replaying the story. You're free to choose peace. Clear away negative energy. That's what's needed in your present moment. And to heal the parent-child karma. Goes back to what I said at the very beginning. It's how you perceived it. Accept the past choices that was made, and to clear away karmic weight. Unblock the flow, clearing away your energy fields. Cleanse. It's time for a transformation, and to overcome any self-doubt. Purify your own heart and step beyond your comfort zone. Releasing toxic attachments, and to release your inner criticism that you are enough, and to awaken your power. Shatter all those false illusions, and to forgive yourself for what you did not know, and to release the root. You cannot fully heal what you're afraid to name. Trace the pain to its root and gently pull it loose from that field. Do you know what reminded me actually? I'll tell you what this has just reminded me of. I saw something on TikTok and it said something. I'm going to get it actually, because I've saved it in my basket on YouTube, and it was how to heal the body, I think it's called. And it said to face the pain is to be in the pain. Because I feel that, and it was all about pains in the shoulder. Shoulders carry so much baggage from the past, and when you're holding onto stuff that wasn't yours to hold on to, you carry it, you keep carrying it forward. Well, the future self is to be free of the baggage, is to be released. The past has to be released because it wasn't yours originally to hold on to. So the pain wound needs to be, it's like sitting in the pain and seeing what the pain is that kept you stuck or kept you in repeated pattern. I don't feel that you're on that repeat at all. I just feel that you're at that point of seeing it because it's lifting the veil. You're at that point of seeing it, okay? And about releasing the root to it, the root cause to it, and recognising the rational wounds that wasn't yours to hold on to. It wasn't your story originally. It was not yours. And now to accept your own destiny, to step into your own divine timing, okay? Disarm your own fears, step into the unknown, like the Fool card in Tarot, the hero's journey, stepping onto the new cycle, the new timeline, stepping into something of the new beginning that is the new you. Okay, so let's go with the star seed, like a star seed affirmation. Let's see, let's end it here. What is for the collective for this? What does the collective need to know to release the past? Release it. The present is for releasing and to start the new beginning. For the collective, please. For the collective. Blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass. The blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. The blue star reminds me of the Star of Bethlehem. Going back to Jesus. We've already had Mary Magdalene. Going back to the divine purpose. I like that. Underneath the deck is vision. Trust your own ability to create the vision in your soul. Okay. So I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.